Oakley dokley. It's, what number is this? Part 5. No, that's 4. 5 of Dave's hot seat questions. So, without further ado, let's do it. Number 1. If you could be famous for one thing, what would it be? I'd say graphic design and computer work, maybe. I'd love to be famous for that. Be the next Bill Gates or Steve Jobs. Linus Torvald, maybe. Yeah, for those of you who might be too young to know, Linus Torvald is the creator of Linux. And he's a huge advocate for open source software. Excuse me, I gotta get a drink, guys. There, that's better. Yeah, he was a huge advocate for that. Still is. In fact, Linux is built around the whole open source thing. 2. What's the most important quality you look for in a partner? Well, since I'm not looking for a partner, I think I can't answer that with total honesty, Dave, so I'm going to have to pass. 3. What's something you've learned about yourself in the past year? Sometimes I'm too kind to others. 4. What's your favorite way to unwind after a stressful day? What I'm doing now, playing on my computer. Watching the Blue Jays too, that's a good thing. 5. What's the most unusual job you've ever had? Can't say I've had that, so because I haven't had that many jobs. So yeah, I can't answer that, Dave. You're asking me a lot of questions I can't answer in this series. 6. What's something that always brings a smile to your face? My parents. 7. What's the hardest thing you've ever what's the hardest you've ever worked on something? Oh, my mom's birthday this past week. I worked very hard to keep it a surprise. Like, even if she asked me questions about something, I tried to steer clear of spoiling it. I'd say I did pretty good. 8. What's a skill you'd like to master in the next year? Cooking. I'd like to know a lot more about like how to make the advanced dishes. I can make the basic stuff. 9. What's the most meaningful project you've ever worked on? I wrote a nice poem for my mom for her birthday. 10. If you could solve one world problem, what would it be? Hate. All the hate in the world. Remember, hate causes war. War kills people. 11. What's something that's important to you that you never get to talk about? There's not many things. I talk about everything pretty much. 12. What's the best part about your daily routine? When I get to shut out the lights and go to sleep. 13. What's the most interesting thing you've learned recently? Well, I learned how to use the terminal in Windows, which is like PowerShell. 14. What's one thing you'd like to be remembered for? Being nice to others. Always trying to do that. 15. What's the biggest challenge you're facing right now? Losing weight. Sorry, I thought I heard my phone ring. Losing weight is the biggest challenge. 16. What's something you've forgiven someone for that was hard to let go? When my ex-girlfriend dumped me for another guy. 17. If you could live in any book, TV show, or movie, what would it be? I'd say the Andy Griffith Show. But the way that Mayberry was portrayed in that was a peaceful time in society. 18. What's your idea of a perfect vacation? Going wherever I'm going and doing absolute bugger all. Just relaxing. Well, I'm not saying to do nothing, like go for supper maybe. 19. What's the most important thing you've done for someone else? Um, well, I help my parents whenever I can, so there's something right there. 20. If you could change one thing about how you were raised, what would it be? How, when my mom met my ex-stepfather, because back in those days he was very abusive. So that's definitely one thing I change. So there's part 5. Yeah, 5 of 10. And I'll see you for the next one, Dave. Later.